Hey, JJ here. Welcome back to the channel. I got four $100 straps of singles, and I'm going to do a quick fancy serial number hunt. I'm going to go through each one of the straps, and then I'll bring you back for the highlights of the strap, so you don't have to sit there and look at every single one. Here's some of the things that I'm after. Some of you have seen this before, and we're just going to continue on with it, okay? Looking for some ladders, birthday notes, binaries, true binaries, trinaries. Trinaries I come across a lot, probably about 7 out of every 1,000. I think statistically is what I read is what you're going to see there as far as getting 3 unique numbers. Solid notes, still looking to put one of those on the board. Repeaters, super repeaters, quad doubles, radar notes, 7 of a kind or 7 in a rows, wrap around straights. Let's go to the second page here. Scattered, scramble notes, bookends, James Bond notes, flipper notes, odometer, gas pump notes. We're always looking for a little bit of extra ink that really stands out. Miscuts, misalignments, low serial numbers are always great. And then of course, star notes, looking for anything with a run size under 600,000. And then of course, we would love to come across those B series star notes from 2013, so long as they fit within the population of the qualified duplicates, the ones from Washington and Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, all right, so that's what we're looking for, and I'm gonna go ahead and start going through these straps, and I'll bring you in with the first highlight here in a minute. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, JJ back. Thank you guys. All right, came across a couple of finds here as well as an almost. So let's dig in. As you can see here, that serial number that we're looking at, 01550051. All right, so we have 3 unique digits of zeros, ones, and fives. So this is going to be a trinary, first trinary on the board. And then we have another one. We have 6, 8, 6, so the 3 in the row, and then 969. So 3 unique digits again of 6, 8, 9. This is going to be another trinary. This one's a little bit better than a trinary because I'm going to flip this bill or rotate it, and this is referred to as a flipper bill because when you rotate it, it still creates a serial number. So 6s, 9s, and 8s you can do that with, as well as if you have zeros. In fact, let me show you my note. Pretty sure I have this captured. Let's take a look here. Okay, perfect. So we have the trinary covered, number 5, 3 unique numbers in any order. So we have that. And then if we go to number 16, we also have a flipper note. You see that? You can create a serial number after flipping or rotating it. You can only do it with digits of 0, 1, 6, 8, and 9. And as you can see here, we have the digits of 6, 8, and 9. So this is a nice double whammy. We got a trinary flipper note. So I'm definitely going to put that one away in the collection. That's a good find. Now here's an almost, okay? As you can see, reading from left to right, we have the month of October with the 10, but there's no 90th day in the month of October, unfortunately, okay? And then you would have the year, 1994. So we missed having a birthday note here / milestone note. If you look at the 90 there over to the left, had that been 09, had that been reversed, then that would have been October 9th, 1994. And what's cool about it, in the same strap, there were 3 in a row. This would have been October 9th, 1995, and then again October 9th, 1996. So instead we have 94, 95, and 96, but October 90th. Unfortunately, that does not count, but very close nonetheless. So I'm going to put that back out into circulation. And that's the first strap, and I'm going to move on to strap number 2. Okay, see you in a little bit. All right, everyone, just finished out the second strap and walked away with a Star Note 2017 series. It's not in very good condition, but I will look this one up later to see on the Star Note lookup to see if there's anything there of a low run size. Okay, now this is an interesting one. There's something called a quad doubles where if you have the first four as one digit and then the next four as another digit. So if you had the first four, like let's say 2222, and then the last four 4444, that's referred to as a quad double. Now this, I'm wondering if we could do some sort of hybrid where it's like a quad double repeater. Okay, because you see there it's 9393 and then it's 2626. So I'll do a little bit of research on there. And you know what's fascinating about these is that you never really know what folks are looking for in the collecting community. There may be someone that sees some value in that for whatever reason, and you might be able to get a few extra bucks on it. Now what I have here, fours. So you got a four of a kind with the fours. And then you have a pair of sixes and a pair of zeros. So that's 3 unique digits. This is definitely going to be a trinary note. So we got a nice little trinary there. This one was an almost. This is something that I still wanted to explain. As you can see, it says 68, 68, and then another 6, and then it goes off to some other digits. Had that been a 68, 68, 68 all the way across, that would have been a super repeater. Okay, so that would have been a nice find, but this one is not, so I'm going to toss this one back into circulation. Now, this one I grabbed because I was explaining a little bit earlier about the birthday notes and the milestone notes where you start with the month, day, and year convention. But this one I wanted to call out because there's another convention where you can start with the year, month, and then the day. Okay, and as a result, this was an almost. So if we start with the year, it would have been 1976, and there's no 24th month, but there is a 01, a first day of each month. So this could have been an almost, another format of the birthday milestone note. Had that 2 been a 0, then that would have been April 1st, 1976. Okay, so it's still worth calling out just so you understand that there's a couple of formats there. I think there's actually 3, but definitely a lot of options to bag a nice find if you know what to look for. This is another Star Note again. It's not in the best of conditions, but serial number 48,510. And so you really, the nice thing about looking for the low serial numbers is if you can get 4 or 5 of those to start with 0, and it's a Star Note, and it's in much better condition, those can tend to fetch for a nice little premium. And this one is a milestone or birthday note. This could be interesting to someone. Had the 1777 been a 1776, that Declaration of Independence year, then this would be an Independence year note, and those tend to fetch, from what I saw, about 3.5 to 10x of face value. So you can get $3.50 to about $10 from what I saw on some of these reselling sites. So that would have been cool. This one, let's see, I see 1988. I see a 10, and so okay, this was an almost. You see 00. Had that second 0 to the left been, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then we would have had a nice birthday note on the 10th day of the month in the year of 1988, but it was 00, so just missed it. Okay, all right, let's get going on strap number 3, and I'll bring you in with a recap. See you in a minute. Okay, JJ back with the findings from the third strap. Got a nice Star Note 2017. Looks to be in slightly better condition than the others, except for There's a little bit of writing, but I think that's a pencil, so it's not not horrible. But I'll look it up, see if it has a low run size under that Star Note lookup a little bit later, so we have something there. Now this one, we have a couple of interesting things happening. As you can see, the first two digits and the last two digits are the same, which is nice. And you could look at that as a bookend, which is nice, a nice bookend. You also have 3 unique digits of 8s, 1s, and then a 2. So with the 8s, you actually have 5 of a kind, 5 8s, and then you got a pair of 1s, and then you have a 2. Had that 2 been either an 8 or a 1, this would have been a nice little binary find. Not a true binary, because true binaries are 0s and 1s. But the collecting community still recognizes 2 unique digits as the binary. So this is a decent find. In fact, had that 2 been an 8, this would have been a radar note that would have also been a binary as well as a flipper note. So this thing would have had all kinds of value coming from it, because you would have had the 8s matching in the middle, then you would have the 1s matching, and then the 8s on the outer end. So this could have been a really nice find had that 2 been an 8. But still a trinary nonetheless. Okay, we'll put that one aside, and I will work the last strap here, strap number 4, and see if there's any findings here. All right, stay tuned. All right, back with the last few here. Okay, so nothing on this one in particular, but still wanted to call out, if you get that 1776 anywhere in the serial number, that's going to be an Independence year note, and those can fetch for, like I said, about 3.5 to 10x of that face on those singles. And I've seen that multiplier come down as you sort of go up in denomination. This, if you look at that 7, there's extra ink there. I mean, you tend to see that a lot. You also tend to see these seals. They're not always right over the 1. Sometimes they're above it, below it. I know some folks have called that out as sort of like misprints and misalignment errors. I typically don't hold on to those unless it's a combination of a lot of things. Maybe you have the misprint, you have a misalignment where the edge on one side is bigger than the other. And then if you also have like maybe a trinary or a binary or something else that really makes it interesting, then I'll keep it. But other than just having that slight misprint, I may not hold on to it, or that extra ink, but it just really depends. This one started off nicely. You got the 4 of a kind there, touching, quad 3s. What we're really looking for, if we got a bundle of these different quads touching, I could potentially sell it as a little bundle package where you get a bunch of different ones touching, whether it's 3s, 4s, 8s, 7s. What you're really looking for is you want more of those 3s. You want at least 5, I think, to make a 5 of a kind. If you get 6 of a kind, that's great. 7 of a kind or 7 in a row is awesome too. But what you're really after is if all of those are that same digit all the way across, that's a solid note. So if you have 3s all the way across, but also, as I sort of hinted to earlier, you see the first numbers are 3s. If you get the next 4 to be another digit that's the same, let's say the next one were all 9s. So you had your first 4 were 3s, and then your next 4 are all 9s. That's a quad double. That's a nice find too, okay? And I don't think I had this on my list, but I do want to call it out. As you can see, the serial number where you have the letter L, and then you have 33336950P. And you also have that on the other, okay? Those both have to match. If you ever see where the letters are different or any numbers are different, that's a mismatched serial number. That's worth big bucks too, okay? So just wanted to call that out for you guys as well. Those both have to match everything, the letters and the numbers, all right? Okay, so that's all 4 straps. Lots of different finds. Lots of different finds. We had some trinaries. We had a one-off on a binary. We had a milestone note, but we also had a lot that were one-offs on those milestone dash anniversary notes. I have a quad super repeater I want to check out. I don't really know if that's one, but we'll see. We had some star notes in rough shape, but we still were able to bag a few of those. But overall, not a bad session. All right, guys. If you ever come across bills and you want to refer back to my little document that I created, just to have a little bit of fun with it and hold on to a few over time, these do sell to the right collectors. It really just depends on the market for them. I always go on some of these reselling sites to sort of see what they're going for and what the conditions are. But definitely an easy way to pocket some extra cash if you come across a really nice find that you wouldn't mind parting ways with to create a little bit of cash. That is certainly a possibility. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I talk in detail about some of these. Okay, so check those out. Other than that, thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the hunt. All right, see you soon.